Esau does that on the day.
Yeah.
And they get off.
Yeah.
So hey, let them get off so Jake can be roused up.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I got a quick one. This
You shouldn't be out there, you shouldn't be out there in the midst of that anyway.
Exactly.
You should not be out there.
Which somebody claimed there was a hoax. Somebody said that but I mean, I saw a video, but hey, you never know. The damage has been done. You know what I mean? Whether it's fake or not. And that shows you we're in confusion. There's so many false flags that some people don't believe fucking nukes are real. But like, look, just because it's a false flag don't mean that's real blood being shed. You know, it's a what they call it, public experiment, or there's a term that Esau uses. There's a fucking term I can't remember. Right
social
now.
experiment.
Yeah, like it's real, but they're doing it in real time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A live exercise.
Yeah, live exercise.
It's a live exercise. You know.
2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days.
Right, we're in the last days right now, man. All right, we have been in the last days since Yahushua came. He got on that cross. He died. He rose again. He's still with his men for 40 days, teaching them, supping with them, and then he got beamed up by a chariot. We have been in the last days. So how much more now? Now we're in the last seconds of the last days, man. All right, they talk about 5-10 years in the future. You don't got that long, man.
Hell no.
They don't have that long.
I don't want that long.
Okay, this whole Jim Jones juice is in preparation for them to pave the way to kill the dollar and to bring in that digital currency, which is going to be the charagma.
And it says that in the last days, perilous times shall come.
Right, perilous meaning dangerous, savage-like, raiders. All right, you're gonna have people out here raiding, man. Watch that show Vikings. All right, that's what's going to happen out here. But people are going to be looking for preppers.
That's right.
They're going to be looking for food. They're going to be looking for shelter, and they're going to be looking for supplies, man. You can also watch Walking Dead. All right.
That's right. Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous.
You even have that amongst Israel. That's a damn shame. You got grown-ass men in love with themselves, in love with their titles. Right. You see? In love with the likes, the comments, the status, the Instagram.
That's fine.
It says boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Right. What body and how Shai doing? That's blasphemy. All right. What Comfy was doing? That's blasphemy. You see?
Well, you just said Deacon Akkad do a clickbait, and he lied. He said that it was GMS versus Sakari, and Elder Apostle Ramlab said, that's no GMS member.
Right.
You know, but he smiling, he put that shit, you're a fucking nigga, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy because it's like, in the spirit, we understand you got to repent, you got to do this, but it's like, the blatant shit you do, it's like you force the hand and say, the Lord's going to judge you.
Hey, we're not even having no new members. So what makes you think we're going to sit up here and debate so much?
And what you think if somebody said, hey, brother, can I go debate? What the hell's wrong with you, bro? Right. Now you have to sit his ass down.
Why we got to debate with anyone?
We don't need a debate. You know? Ain't nothing to talk about. We need to go out and teach.
Right.
You know? So that was some dishonorable shit. The only other nigga I know that did that is Tupac, when he portrayed Biggie and hit him up. You know what I mean? Like, who lies and says this is someone and it ain't? You're your father the devil, nigga. You know, and I have to say it like that.
And it says, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection.
Unholy. You got a lot of Jakes that are worldly as shit, man. Your haircut's worldly. You know, you walk around and you got all this fucking worldly ass clothes on. You wear your fringes to match your Jordans, your Belusis. You look stupid, man. You look fucking stupid. Jake looks stupid out here.
Well, they smoke Belusis.
Right.
A lot of them niggas secretly smoke.
Yep. Yep. And they're adulterers too. You know? They use that law to be wicked.
They come to camp high and drunk with guns.
And the nigga was nodding off on live, and they don't do those shows no more.
Yep.
And I recorded it too, but ultimately the Lord did. Niggas nodding off, bro. The fuck are you on, demon? Shit, I'd like to sip too, but it never had me like that.
Right.
Right though? Like, bro, lay down.
Fucking drooling and shit.
Yeah. Right. You shouldn't be teaching, man. That's really the point. A lot of you should not be teaching. Your mouths need to be stopped.
Yep.
You know, but for prophecy's sake, the blind shall lead the blind, they shall both fall into the ditch. the Lord allows you to be set up as a necessary evil.
Yep.
See?
And it says, truce breakers, false accusers,
And
and
there you go.
False accusers.
man. All right, you calling us rapists, you know, whatever the fuck you say. You false accusers, man.
That's
But that's
losing
what
power.
Esau does.
Yep.
Man. He's the accuser of thy brother. So you have gone into the ways of Cain.
yeah. And it says, incontinent,
Uncontrollable.
yep, fierce,
Well, a lot of you can't control your mouth. You know? You cannot control your mouth. But hey, that's going to be your destruction, man. Because thy word shalt thou be justified, and by thy word shalt thou be condemned.
That's right.
Lest you repent.
You want it? It's right here.
Yeah.
This is Matthews 12 and 36. And it reads, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, that they shall give
Right,
account.
even what you're thinking, even your thoughts. All right, you better keep you don't just watch your mouth, watch your mind.
In your ass.
Watch what you're thinking.
Yep.
All right,
Yep. Watch.
that goes for us too.
Yeah.
You know,
Watch what you're thinking before you start stinking. You know?
before you start.
You better think
Check
before you
yourself.
blink.
Yeah.
He said, you think before you speak. You know? It says it says they shall give an account. So now you're going to have to explain yourself. You know, imagine doing some wicked shit and then you got to explain your actions. You can't blame Satan. Demons ain't going to be there. You're going to have to answer for what you did in that body. It says whether good or bad, you know? And it says they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
Right.
So, hey, that proves work. You know, like Christians try to push, there ain't no work doctrine. But you better watch what you say when the workings of your mouth.
And this is prophecy, but I wanted to get into some prophecy more. So let's get this. I wanted to get into rap too, but we can drop that and get some prophecy.
All right, I'm just finish out.
Yeah, that's cool, brother.
All right, and it says, these incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Yeah, that was the point.
Hey, that's it. That describes all of these people out here that come against the truth. That even describes niggas amongst Israel, man. You know?
Quick one. Matthews 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us.
Was that all 12 disciples? No, it wasn't. All right, because if you go to Luke 21, can you go to Luke 21 real quick? I believe it tells you that it was just Peter, Andrew. All right, because the Lord deals with order, man. All right.
I'll just read it again. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
Right. So that's the spirit you want to be in. You want to know when's the Yahushua coming back. What signs point to his coming? How I'm going to know he's on the way? Okay, we're out here to break that down to you. Oh, I believe it's November 19th. It's supposed to be the longest blood moon of the century. That's one of those signs. Earthquakes, the La Palma volcano eruption, that's another sign. All right, famine. I believe that was let me see. I believe right now, and it was on Russia Today, you actually have people fighting over food.
Yeah, Poland border.
Water.
Jumping down, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right now, Russia and Ukraine. You know, that's the wars going on out there. America is threatening Russia. If they invade or do anything to Ukraine, they're going to force their hand. You got
brother, man, ask you a question one time.
Yeah.
I know one time I was drunk. I was just asking, I found in the Quran, right? So you know how people say that Jesus was crucified. So when I read the Quran in Surah 1 and Surah 4, he said that he happened, but the Creator landed him. So that means I'm gonna bring next time instead talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I got an accent. I'm from Africa, Somalis. But he tell you straight up that he never crucified Allah London. But as I saw right now, The way I grew up, I used to go to Somalians, all my cousins, my people dying, everybody turned gangster, killing each other. So it's already World War II. But they asked Prophet Muhammad about the hour.
Well, Muhammad's a false prophet, and we
he's
don't.
messenger. He was nothing but messenger.
No, we don't adhere to the Quran or none of its teachings.
But remember one thing: the Bible, Jesus said that he would have another prophet called me to be Ahmed.
He never said that, and it's not Muhammad.
Oh.
It's not Muhammad. The prophets that he's talking about are the prophets that are written in the Bible. Elijah came back, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel,
Okay.
all of them came back. So that Quran that you're reading, it's plagiarism. It's plagiarism. It's not the source.
Okay, so I see things. I saw one day I'm drunk. I'm so mad. I was like, man, I be feeling this Jesus word. I just grabbed it, drank it. I'm not from here. I feel like Torah me. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Ohio. I know a lot of Somalis. That day I was not in welfare. Son was out, OG. So I was like, oh no, man. Like, he got changed. You know what I mean? So we need to go. But next time I can cook. So what I do, I'm not like 100% in the religious sport. I'm like doing gangster, religion, corner stores, basketball, like, you know what I mean? Business. Next time I'll make sure my brother, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm gonna write down whatever I get up from the Bible, the Quran, I'm gonna come through talking about it.
You do that because guess what? The Quran tells you to honor the people of the Bible, does it not?
God.
It tells you that.
The Israelites.
He tells you the whole prophet from Adam, Idris, Noah, Hud, Salah. It mentioned 25 prophets. It mentioned 25 prophets. It mentioned like when the Surah spirit was revolving. Moses saw Jibril, big prophet Muhammad, in heaven, and was revolving the Surah of 72, the spirit. So Moses, he said that he would have more followers. Also Moses, he was going to have everything to be for Moses.
What prophecies are in the Quran?
They have every prophet. He explained to you. It's like I got the old.
Is America in the Quran?
No, it's
America's in the Bible. There's slavery in the Quran. Slavery's in the Bible.
I'm gonna show you one thing. I look the whole Quran. Everything the Bible is the Torah. The Bible is in there. You have like 15% that is not in the Bible.
What have you ever heard about like the RFID chip? Have you ever heard about like a microchip they put in people? You ever heard about that? Like on science? They're doing it around the world where people are buying their product with like their cell phone or a chip inside them.
It's heavy in Sweden.
Have you seen that?
Jeez, I never heard that. I grew up in Somalia.
But you know what though? The Bible tells us that.
Oh, word.
But not the Quran.
But remember,
what does the Quran say about the world ending? Like, does it say anything about that?
How are we gonna get out of
destruction?
They asked Prophet Muhammad.
What would you say for us to do with the Quran to get out of America?
I mean, like it's not about America no more.
So what would the Quran tell us to do?
Peace.
But who?
Peace to Allah, the Creator.
And that's gonna get us out of here? What's that gonna do?
I mean, God didn't create the money. So I see all my boys. I know I've been here 23 years. So I graduated Franklin. I made all-star in soccer. I'm good in basketball. But I saw a lot of my families that I used to know from here. I got daughter 21. She black and Somali. I got Puerto Rico, Somali and Rico. But they're struggling. But it's not like they're struggling. So when I seen it, I went to homeless too. So after that, I seen it live. Is the way I'm talking.
With the slavery they had, you're familiar with slaves, like black people? Did the Quran prophesize that would happen?
I mean, I'm not like, see how you did the Bible?
The Bible did.
You did
See?
it. So I didn't study all that long.
But what I'm trying to show you is this book right here. It's unmatched. This has the answers, and there's other books that they've created based off of this, and they try to match wits with it, but it fails every time. Like the face mask. What does the Quran say about diseases in the end days? Because I always hear Prophet Muhammad. So what did he prophesize that was going to happen before it did?
Prophet was bringing the peacemaker. You see how we go Islam? Look. So this Islam, look, we said Allahu Akbar. So we do it for Christians. We stay longer than we do for the Indians. We do for the Jews. So we doing the same thing. It's called praying and peace. It's the only way out as you make the first out.
Did the Quran tell, did Prophet Muhammad prophesize that the children of Israel would lose their identity and a nation of people would replace that identity?
The Quran, he told them.
Because these are like major facts. Because we could just yell peace, and I could just say, Allah and love, but we're actually talking about like actually prophetic events that have changed the known world.
Right, even the Arab slave trade.
Right.
You know about the Arab slave trade?
Slave exists. I'm growing up in Somalia now.
Do you know that America, according to the Bible, is going to be destroyed with nuclear missiles? According to the Third World War? I'm just asking yes or no. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that? Oh, okay, good. Did the Quran teach you that?
I mean, Quran is deep.
But did it teach you that?
It's deep. I didn't read all that.
You never get an answer. You never get an answer.
Well, hold on, I got a question. What does the Quran say about faith?
No, Quran said that, first of all, Muslims are peace. So like me, when I'm drinking, I'm not peace. I'm just stuck. Like, oh man, I'll be going corner store, my cousin's store.
You gotta rebuke those spirits.
That Quran, that's a strong delusion, man.
feel
This is the real way. This is the real way.
I'm not going to disrespect y'all. Y'all weeds, like y'all in the school or y'all like in the college. Y'all studied that. Y'all know everything was in the Bible.
What's
It's
the Spirit? It's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it forward for it.
Okay.
One day, I'm going to read the whole Quran.
Okay, good.
I don't touch when I'm drinking.
Good.
I'm going to put good things and good things.
Good.
Like last time I was sitting with the shoulders. So I was trying to make a Muslim not serious. I found everything in the Bible, same thing in the Quran. So it's same thing, but it's the same portion because Bible changed 7 times.
Well, listen,
Quran,
let
they
me.
never changed one time.
No, wait. Well, let me tell you something. Do you know that prophet, who you know as the prophet, Muhammad, he favored the Jew customs best?
Do you know where Ramadan comes from?
Ramadan come from, I mean, to be a man, no, it's a man gun.
How?
Ramadan comes from the Day of Atonement. You see, when they fast for 24 hours, right?
Okay.
That's what you do on Ramadan, right?
Yeah,
well, that comes from the Day of Atonement.
Oh, you know that, y'all study. I respect you, y'all movie star.
You see?
But yo, next time, OG, whatever I'm found for religion, one time I'm talk to me,
Okay.
You feel me? So I'm gonna let you know what you think.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I thought we was gonna have to go to the Babylon. Well, just for for edification. Okay, just for edification, because we got sheep at home, and sometimes too you got to understand that could be Satan trying to plant something in you. That's why we have a spirit to stand in defense of the gospel. Because he's actually came up probably like 6-7 times. Yeah. And one time he came up being a demon. He admitted, drinking. Then another time he came and the cops actually had to remove him. And then we had to tell him to leave, But just for edification, it says the birth of Islam, page 44 and 45 out of From Babylon to Timbuktu. Just to read this, which we had to read this all the time when we first came out here, remember? Yeah. It says...
Even that one time over there, remember? Yeah. I didn't read it, but you should read it.
Yeah.
Right down street.
I was going to tell him, before you come back, just read all the Quran first. Right. read all that first, then come back. It says, after Muhammad became a camel driver, which is spiritual because Ishmael is known as a taxi driver. It says, he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trip, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning of the Jews, concerning the tenets of the religion. He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis.
Muhammad's a false prophet.
Man. Yeah, he is.
Just to tell you like it is. That's a false prophet. He got a strong delusion over a lot of people.
Peace.
He
kept peace.
What peace?
What the fuck you mean peace?
Where you have peace, but you got a damn face mask on. We can't even hear you.
Right.
God damn.
And if Jake was kept peace during the time of the Maccabees, the Greeks would have slaughtered us.
Right.
That's why the Maccabees had to make a decree and say, yo, even if it's a Sabbath, you can't let this man just decimate you, man.
Right.
Peace.
Ain't no peace out here, but you talking about peace.
Right. That shit. That's something a Christian would tell you.
That's it, man. The Quran is deep.
Oh, yeah, deep ditch.
Yeah, it's a deep ditch.
It tells you that in Proverbs, a whore is a deep ditch.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And it says mostly because their merchants and their omnipresent ethnic group, because he could not read or write.
What?
Because he could not read or write.
So who wrote the Quran?
His ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
So who wrote the Quran? If the Prophet Muhammad couldn't read and write it, because these men could read and write, right? The prophets did. That's how they noted it in the book. See, our people were always smart, intelligent, spoke different languages. You see,
and it says Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion and compounded it with his new religion, Islam.
Very close.
Close caption.
All right. Ramadan comes from the Day of Atonement. Right. The reason why they wear their beards is because they get it from the Israelites. The reason why their women are covered up because they get it from the Israelites.
Face to east.
Yep. See, praying multiple times a day.
Yep.
Now we don't say you gotta pray 5 times a day. What the scripture does say, pray without ceasing.
Right.
You know.
I got one in Mark stuff. Hey, John. This Isaiah 34.
It's a different type of cold out here.
Yeah.
That one show.
I have some. Yeah.
Isaiah 34, and after this we'll go back to Mark. Isaiah 34 verse 16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, and none shall want her made.
This is all you need, man. Like Pops told Craig, this is all the protection you need.
Right.
You know? This is all we need. You don't need you don't need a Quran, you don't need the book of Enoch, you don't need the book of Jasher.
Right.
All right? Leave those books alone, especially if you're just coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I noticed I seen one state trooper. There's another one. That's because it's under a state of emergency.
Yep.
See? Now all these extra police force are in here.
Yep.
Good.
Which I told the brothers, that they could be doing that to come after us.
Good.
You never know. It could be brothers, you might not see them because the city's under a state of emergency. They have to flee or they being persecuted.
Yep.
So if you don't know right now, if you want to, I don't know if you can get it. The message you sent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. You want it? The message he sent to the chat about the state of emergency.
Yeah, so they can enact policies that tell us to get off the street.
Yeah.
And you know what? We would. And I'm cold anyways. Right. So we did the work. We suffering, bitch. So we doing the work, man. But the term state of emergency goes back to Rome.
Right here.
So this proves we're in Rome all over again. Because only the Roman Senate could enact what they know now as state of emergency.
I got it right here, but it's loading. All right. Until it loads, I'm going to finish this off.
iPhone? Android, yeah. Brother. You get that Android. No, I know.
I got it. So right here, it said this in RochesterBeacon.com, and it says state of emergency and Rochester declared, and this is yesterday, and it's right here.
It's weird how to find that.
But her ass had no problem driving down the street with fucking loudmouth woman playing WAP to vote for me.
I know, right?
No, remember she drove right down the street with that camp?
Big ass truck.
Just promoting our campaign.
I locked her right in the eyes, man. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, she got charged with some fucking gun charge.
And drugs.
Her husband, her boy toy.
And her house.
And then this bitch went to Chipotle and got salmonella. You know?
Yeah.
That's what she get, because they interrupted camp.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be reading the comments on the site too. Nobody likes her.
Nobody likes her.
They all want her out.
Yep. Yep.
Especially East Side.
Hell yeah.
She didn't do shit for Rochester. And it says,
she not supposed to.
Right. But she did got rid of those, the lights would snap your license plate and they'll give you a ticket. But that was only where Jacob lived at. It wasn't there around the court, East Rochester. You see?
Right that out there.
That's the only thing she did.
Well, it ain't much, because that's actually that's confusion, because according to the American rights, you have the right of being a private citizen, but because you use a state-regulated license plate, now they can loophole your private citizenship and run your tag. Mm-hmm. So the state is against your constitutional rights. You can't tell me this ain't prison houses.
Right.
Each fucking state's got its own governor. Each state's got its own Supreme Court. Each state's got its own state prison.
How did Pac say? He said, we were set up to lose. That's the way somebody said, man. It was deep.
He had a couple good points.
He said we're not set up to survive because that's the way it is.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
It says Mayor Lovely Warren has declared a state of emergency in the city of Rochester with the goal to remove violent offenders from neighborhoods. and the joint.
In what neighborhoods? This is all directed towards Jake.
Right.
This is all directed towards Jake. But you know what? If you don't live in Rochester, she's not your mayor. You know? Because each city's got its own, you know what I mean? Brighton, Irondequoit, those all got their own mayor. So Henrietta, they're not under state of emergency. It's just this right here. This right here.
Where Jake is at.
Where Jake's at.
Where we teach at, more importantly.
You know? Hey, when we go to the outskirts, we did it before. Through the Spirit. Oh, well, guess what? We're on the prophecy of the famine of hearing the word has begun. They're pushing an onslaught to obliterate you, you know, throughout it. Hey, I'm just going to end this one. Well, that one, I want to keep charge. Oh. This one's low. Let me see. This one's the lowest, see? Oh, yeah, 77.
Oh, 77. Yeah.
He's good?
Okay. Yeah.
So you want to keep going.
And it says,
but now with the season, the phones are dying now. You know, we don't got film crew like other camps.
Right. Production.
You know? This is
megaphone. Illustrious intros.
Right. Yeah. You know? Sorry, we don't got a fucking lion jumping through a flaming ring.
We straight raw.
Straight raw.
Raw and uncut, man.
This is only for the sincere. You know?
And it says, excuse me. In a joint statement Friday with City Council Vice President Willie Lightfoot, who chairs the Public Safety, Recreation, and Human Services Committee, Warren said the Rochester Police Department has been... Damn, man.
That's why we understood him.
That nigga right there. That nigga the culprit. That nigga cut his steak with a gun.
That nigga shoot you.
Right. That nigga shoot you for not turning on a red light.
Right.
Then he probably the one. Hey, but this is just a spirit that's going around all America, man. You know? Raw, gritty.
Drill music.
Yep.
It's like all these people are being sacrificed.
Yeah, bro.
There's a lot of sacrifices going on, man.
I've noticed, too, there's a lot of Israelites that have been passing away amongst these camps.
Yeah.
Fallen soldier this, lieutenant that, officer, you know, rest easy, a lot, bro. In this past couple months, I probably saw 5 to 7 offhand. So
that's the Lord.
That's the Lord, bro.
On searching Jerusalem with those candles, man.
Yep.
And it goes on to say, it says Warren said the Rochester Police Department has been working with local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to expand efforts to target individuals
to target niggas.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just speaking plain.
Niggas.
Right.
Hell yeah. But we live out here. We see them. You know?
They're not innocent.
They're not innocent, bro. Jake's not innocent, man. We had somebody steal breaking our car when we were at camp once.
Yep.
And they stole our camp camera.
Yep.
You know? Fucking demons.
And it says the individuals who are committing violence. We have also been working with the city law department to determine what emergency powers we can exercise.
Oh, wait. It said emergency powers that we can exercise. Those powers will come in the form of policies because under state of emergency, your constitutional rights are suspended and policies are allowed to be empowered.
Which means what? Martial law.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So they gonna come in with that martial law, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be real bad out here. Right? Oh shit. These Jakes are stupid, man.
Good?
Yeah. Got that case on it.
Good. Well, they building a case.
Right.
You know?
Well, we building
a case too. We auditing your ass right now.
Yep.
You know? Babylon on trial.
Yep.
Don't that Sonetta else do that? He really on trial. Y'all saw last night he was cussing her out, his little woman. He was like, oh, you agree with Malone? Did the Hebrews go in slavery? You agree? She said, you being very, he said, man, sauce up. I don't know what that meant, but it sounded disrespectful. That shit sounded raw.
The spirits out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the road rage has increased.
These
people off that juice.
Yep.
They're off that jigger juice.
Yep. They're off that jigger juice.
Jigger.
Jigger juice. And it says, the offenders have already committed crimes, are wanted for additional crimes.
What's the definition of crime? An infraction of God's law. So what's this proving? He's enslaving more Jakes.
Or the God of this world.
Yep. Good point, exactly. The God of this world has set up his laws that if you break them, you become a criminal. And under his 14th Amendment, you now become a slave or an involuntary servant. Because right now, you get hired at Burger King, I quit. Fuck you, you're cool,
right.
I'm out. Who's coming with me? But in jail, you can't quit. I'm done, I'm leaving. You stay, motherfucker.
Two hots.
Two hots in a cot, you know? That's real shit. So they're what? They're rounding up individuals. And they could be doing this as a ploy.
Yep.
You know, get the niggas off the street so we won't have such of a opposition when we get the rest of them.
Or when we come down to give them that jigger juice.
Yep.
You know?
And they
this could go with that too.
Yep.
You know?
They could say the crimes have increased the numbers.
It's auto abkeo.
Yep. Yep.
You got something, brother?
No.
Second after scripture?
Yep.
Spirit change.
This is a good topic, though.
Yeah.
You know, we're literally. Where's the IUIC at?
They ain't out here.
Where's
you know why? A little too cold. It's a little too nippy for you.
Man.
All right.
Damn. And then you got IUCBK. Come on, Officer 50. We saw you out here 3 Saturdays ago for 10 minutes.
You know why? Because he said, Captain Cesariak's supposed to be coming. That's why they was out here.
He was too busy doing car chronicles and got stuck in traffic.
I gotta go to Buffalo. Can't talk ratchet.
Hey, but you know what, Dan? This is the Lord making fun of you, man. This is how about Shemel Shai making fun of you, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because I think it's bullshit for you to claim to be on the team but ain't putting no work in. Here it is, we all on a team. You ain't going to practice. You ain't doing drills. You don't know the playbook.
Well, they asked Kobe Bryant, you know, they say, man, why are you an asshole to your teammates? He said, man, I'm always in the fucking gym. I never leave the gym. They come to practice late. They leave early.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to pass them the ball?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
You know, that's the spirit we in.
Right. Hey.
You don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah. And Paul said that. Remember Omar Epps in higher learning? The nigga got a scholarship for track and field. He didn't want to. He showed up late with some punk ass vampire Brooklyn shades on, and the nigga said, "Hey man, you ain't come to practice. You out." Then he went sighing and crying to Ice Cube, and he said, "You know what you got to do? Run, nigga, run. He that run, that read it. You ain't out here running. You know what I mean? You ain't on the team. Shit.
You don't work, you don't eat.
You don't work, you don't eat.
No. Right now, it's the perfect time to be working.
Yeah.
Because that winter's coming. Winter's here.
Well, didn't he, Howard Shai say there's a time coming where it shall be dark and no one shall work? You know, we come into that time. Where you want me to start, brother? Top? There's a lot. All right, well, I'm going to read one first. 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which
we're prophets to all of the nations, but mainly we're out here for our people. All right, we're telling you that the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. He's not just coming after you, he's coming after your wife, your children, your grandma, your dog. All right?
He's coming for you. And you know what's beautiful? You know, the Lord put a thought on me the other day and it made me feel good. He basically, I was watching a bunch of coon niggas sticking up, holding up Egypt for Esau, and the spirit was like, well, the Lord's gonna have Esau beat the fuck out of them too. When the deal goes down, some black fucking Haitian woman in Miami